Hi, my name is Brian Curcio and I'm one of the founders of Rapunzel. Today I'm going to talk about how blockchain technology is primed to disrupt the financial industry. Now I'd like to preface this with the fact that I was skeptical of blockchain for a long time. I thought it was the latest fad, another technology that was enticing but not worthy of a media frenzy. And then I read an article in the World Economic Forum that predicted that 10% of global GDP will be stored on blockchains or blockchain technology by 2027. And that's when it became apparent. Whether we think cryptocurrencies and blockchain are overhyped or overvalued is immaterial. Anything that stores $7 trillion is worth acknowledging and understanding. So I guess the first place to start would be, what is a blockchain? And a blockchain is a distributed database. It maintains and verifies itself through a decentralized consensus network. Basically, every computer that's involved with the blockchain votes on which blockchain is the correct chain. So already, it's nothing like a traditional database. In a traditional database, there's a central authority, and these verified users, normally called administrators, are able to change and add to the database. This hierarchy ensures that only some people can update a database in order to maintain order and avoid incorrect or corrupt data. So say a group of events occurs. Maybe it's transactions between two companies, or a new medical record is created, or an employee is added to payroll. In a traditional database, you would need an administrator who would then go and add these events to the database and push out an update to all employees. That's not at all the same for blockchain. In a blockchain, these events are added to the existing chain as part of a block, and eventually enough events occur that a block reaches a limit and needs to be closed. In order to seal off a block, the block's data is put through an incredibly complex formula in order to produce what is called a hash. Now, think of a hash as an identifier. Every hash is this long, seemingly random string of numbers and letters, but in fact, it's not random. It's actually a unique representation of all the events stored on the block, as well as the hash of the most recently closed block in the chain. So by including the past block's hash, we actually are creating this unbreakable chain, because each hash is a unique representation of a block's data. So to alter any existing block would therefore alter every block following it. And since we have computers storing up-to-date versions of the blockchain and verifying the chain's integrity through this majority consensus, where essentially each computer is voting on the correct chain, an alteration by any individual would immediately be rejected. This makes blockchain databases more secure, efficient, and also self-regulating, so there is no need for a central authority. In a traditional database, we have information that is up to date at a particular moment. But with blockchain, we have so much more. Blockchain maintains a history of itself. So there are these ever-expanding archives where the front page is a real-time portrait of everything that's happened to date. Furthermore, a blockchain can execute transactions automatically when events occur, which creates the opportunity for smart contracts. Think about invoices that pay themselves when a shipment arrives, or share certificates that automatically send dividends if profits of a company pass certain benchmarks. Imagine if banks automatically liquidated assets if their capital reserves fell below a safe threshold. Right now, stocks can be purchased within milliseconds, but it takes nearly a week to complete the formal paperwork to confirm the transaction at a clearinghouse. Blockchain could instantly process this transaction and act as an automatically notarized ledger. We could eliminate escrow accounts and optimize contracts. That's why several months ago, Harvard Business Review compared blockchain's imminent disruption of the financial system to the internet's revolution of media. But they also mentioned something very interesting, that this disruption is not for certain. It requires wide-scale adoption of a blockchain product, like the internet found with email. So while blockchain could be so much, in order for it to produce this internet-like paradigm shift, blockchain needs a product. And many are hoping that Bitcoin, or cryptocurrencies, can be just that. Now, almost everyone has heard of Bitcoin, which is arguably the most popular of cryptocurrencies. It's digitally created and held electronically. There's no central bank that controls it. Bitcoins aren't printed, but rather rewarded to miners who create the hashes that we talked about that ensure a block's integrity. But how many people are actually using Bitcoins in transactions? Right now, not many. But obviously the volume of Bitcoins, or even all cryptocurrencies for that matter, is going to be dramatically lower than conventional payment systems. As it is, the price is incredibly volatile in contrast to US dollars. There's no insurance in contrast to the $250,000 that the FDIC provides to bank accounts, and there's still massive liquidity issues when owners of Bitcoin or Ethereum attempt to change large amounts of their cryptocurrency for traditional currencies. So it's really hard to believe that cryptocurrencies will usurp the place of traditionals, but it's worth imagining how a decentralized and automated financial system could work. Just the other year, IBM built a blockchain technology that's soon to be implemented in 7 of Europe's largest banks to facilitate international trade for small and medium-sized businesses. Wells Fargo and the Bank of Australia used blockchain last year to automatically process and execute a shipment of cotton from the US to China. And just a few months ago, Barclays tested derivatives trading using blockchain technology. Unfortunately, these are all still tests. They're cool acts rather than the new norm. And in that sense, it's actually kind of ironic because Bitcoin originated in this strong libertarian anti-establishment community as a response to the 2008 financial crisis. But now it's large companies, governments, and even some central banks who are driving investment into blockchain, which is the underpinning technology of Bitcoin. So where do we stand? Is it going to be universally adopted like the internet? To truly capitalize on the potential of blockchain, everyone needs to use it, and banks need to build the infrastructure. They must cooperate and build a real-time, open-source, universally accepted payment system that handles bank transactions and is backed by blockchain technology. The biggest key to turning blockchain's potential into reality is this collaborative effort. Banks need to look at the bigger picture and work together to construct a new backbone to support their industry. If they do that, blockchain's not simply a disruption. It's a complete foundational revolution of the way data collecting and transactional processes occur. It could dramatically reduce moral hazard in the financial industry, decrease compliance costs, and definitely increase efficiency. So its growth is already occurring, and speculators are clearly thriving with the price of Bitcoin skyrocketing. But then again, to see this utopian world where blockchain is integrated across the financial system, we need banks to cooperate. I don't know if that's something that's going to happen. We'll see if widespread adoption follows, but at the end of the day, there's only one thing for certain, and that's the technology behind it is certainly worth following, because blockchain is definitely going to play a factor as the financial industry continues to grow. Anyway, that's all I have for today. I'm looking forward to some questions and diving in.